Alrighty, that's everything posted and everything. Hi, hello, I'm streaming. I know everyone probably expected me to stream Monday. Was it Monday that I got back? Yeah. Stream Monday when I got back and all, and stream from all the days of this week that I usually stream and such. Yeah, I didn't, and I kind of went radio silence yet again. Sorry about that, but hi, hello, I'm streaming now. Got ourselves King of the Castle night. It's Sunday night, and you thought I probably would have missed out on this. Well, nope, I wouldn't. There's a few times I've missed out on it, unfortunately, but nah, I will fight through whatever it is, any illness, come hell or high water, I will fight through it, and we'll have King of the Castle night. I'm gonna go ahead and boot up. The game. We're on King Ursa the Third. The Monarchy won last time, if you remember that. This is a loading game. It's gonna take a while for anyone to come in here, so it's gonna get the starting actually kind of on time-ish. Depends on your definition of on time. I do say start time anywhere in between 10 p.m. and 12 a.m. Eastern time, so in a sense, I am on time. But yeah, we'll get this show on the road as soon as we have 3 people join. Marley! Is it now time to continue the scuffness of this dynasty? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is time to continue the scuffness of this dynasty. Oh, welcome. How you doing? Hey, Maroon. So well, wow, I think this is the fastest I've been able to start a session. Holy cow. All right, let's go. That's crazy. All right. Last time Monarchy won. Kingdom's actually doing pretty good. We won. Monarchy won by declaring war on the Ashmenian Empire. Oh yeah, Maroon has died twice. I think one of them was imprisonment or something. Got sent to the dungeon. Something like that. I can't actually remember. Twice imprisoned. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the council nobles. Introduce the chiefs. Good luck in the days ahead, your majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot. Introduce the patricians. A pleasure, your august majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. The barons in march. Held and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we will whip this kingdom into shape, And with that, introductions are done. Council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Oh yeah, I need to make myself smaller too. Imprisoned at least once then. I think I recall being eaten by a tree. You forgot you were Mario, yeah. Wait, Marley, what do you mean I'm on the right, not the left? And well, I need to make myself smaller. Completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that because I didn't expect to start so soon. But what do you mean, Marley? What does that mean? I don't, huh? Best fat voice. Let's do the coronation. Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call in the nobles? Alright. Well, you guys know what to do. You guys know what to do. Throw the king in the river! Vote time, vote! Huh? How dare you, Maroon, go against tradition? Scuff's kingdom scuffed start. Okay. Well, you know what I'm choosing anyways. Into the river! We must uphold tradition, despite the scuffness. Lasai. It is decided the king will be thrown in the river. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. Nobles pick you up and carry out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Twitch is scuffed at the moment. Oh boy. And so it begins. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Oh, what do I have as options? You know, I've never gone stability before as a peacekeeper. I've always tried farming or trade. Stability might be fun to try for. And then it's up at a 7, but it could go down. You know what? Let's change things up. I'm gonna go for stability. Admiral Aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alrighty, and with that, we go into the schemes. Marty of the Tistel bloodline, charismatic marcher, hunter, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have the barons of the Mott backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright, Alpha. Alright, Alpha, vote your fate. Vote your fate, Alpha. Doppelganger. Alright. Oh! The barons plan to swap the real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must keep defiance at 4 or less in 4 seasons. My headphones. Ragna of the Marley clan, sinister northern god speaker, stands precariously in a log house crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Ursa III. How do we make that happen? Alright, I think Marley's still out, maybe. Wait for Marley to fix her Twitch. Hey, there you are, Marley. Alright. Horn blower. Lower all faith. Well. That seems easy. It's already pretty low. I'm going to throw my internet in the dungeon. Yeah. I feel ya on that. The chiefs plan to dig up Old Held's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance our scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all regions' faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. It's already there. Casso of the Maroon family, sinister coastal entrepreneur, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow oppositions of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of the King Ursa III. Something must be done. Alright, Maroon, vote your fate. Vote your fate, Maroon! Uprising. Raise treasury. Interesting. YOLO. The patricians plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the king before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Well, everyone's already achieved their goal 1. I get the coins. Well, a lot is only on stability. Stability. Well, there's iron choice. Sure, I'll take iron choice until I get the stability. Gamble my liege. I don't know about that. A new plague! Oh, great. And the jousting tournament. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes. Patricians with the champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the marcher veterans. There's been a major scandal. Some of them were making up their military records. The medals were made of tin, and the scars were from farming accidents. Huh? 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 This is new. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. Okay, well, I made my decision anyways. I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty. The Northern Warriors, as always. I will make the arrangements at once. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Why is the camera all the way over there? Okay, Terminate or Plague first. Well, let's just get the Plague over with. Your August Majesty, the coast has been struck with a plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague. Why aren't you dancing then? I haven't been affected yet, of course. Otherwise, I would have not been here to risk it spreading to your esteemed highness. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death. Wow! Hey, estate! Welcome. I think, what, you're a baron, right? Yeah, you're a baron. Welcome, estate. Well, this is, Yeah, it has been a while. It indeed has been a while. I'm gonna just veto this and let it be. How about not? How about not? Gotta choose A or B. Alright, vote time. Get your votes out there. Voting time. Vote away. Do the funny votes. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. Quarantine the affected villages. I think that's the best outcome. Half the wall that forbids dance. That's a funny one. I don't know why my phone is just derping up so much. Uh-oh. What do you miss? Dancing plague. and about to do the tournament. The can't have barons as honor guard because there's a scandal with them falsifying their medals and their scars. Though the move seems drastic to some, it is the only way to be sure this plague does not become a serious problem. Patricians agree to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if it's an effective solution or not. Alright, time for the tournament. Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Wonderful, I'll compete myself, actually. When my house became the dungeon. Funny. Actually, you know what? I decline. Raise that defiance. Get angry with me. I'm not letting you advance. The least people I can allow to advance, the better. Decline! The Chancellor inclines their head politely. Hey, Evil Wolf. What's up? King of the castle. Most wise, Your Majesty. I wouldn't enjoy watching knights crash into each other on horses either. Alright. Auction time! What do we have here? For the barons, got increased farming, decreased faith. For the chiefs, we've got increased faith, decreased farming. And for the patricians, we've got decreased military and decreased authority. Great options across the board. Alright, well, get your auctioneering fingers ready. The auction starts in 3, 2, 1, go! Never heard of this game before. It's kind of text adventure, nobles against monarchy. If you want to join, do exclamation point, join your pronouns or lack of their pronouns. And then, yeah, you'll get randomly sorted into one of the factions. Alright, we got A at 100 gold. Any other contenders in the auction? A is standing strong as the only building to get funded. B has now been funded for 100 gold, decreasing faith. And with that, the auction ends at A and B, both being funded by 100 gold. Fund E400. Alright, well, who did you join? Hey, you joined the patricians. We got 2 barons, 1 chief, and 2 patricians. Even at 160p, you're lagging. I think the signal isn't too strong today. Yikes. Sorry to hear that, Marley. Very unfortunate. Republican sentiment. Dynasty event, huh? Yes, Marla, you are the North again. You are by yourself against 2 others and both factions. Should have given them books. Your Majesty, it's important for you to find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding an eligible candidate. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Give me a woman. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Alright, what is this Republican sentiment? Your Majesty, the printing press has ushered in an age of lively intellectual debate and revolutionary philosophy. That's great to hear. No, it's not, Your Majesty. Most of the new thinkers are calling for an end to the monarchy. Also watched someone yesterday accidentally invoke incest because the streamer didn't realize the monarch and the spouse was from the same house until it was too late. That's funny. Well, technically, Marley, this is a dynasty of incest from your clan. Technically. One in particular, someone called Clarcy Agnew, has written an influential pamphlet about the rights of the commoner. She argues the peasants deserve minimum wages, voting rights, basic sanitation. By the night, we have to do something about her. My citizens are starting asking me to pay for their medicine. Launch a smear campaign against Miss Agnew. King shall challenge this upstart to a public debate. Imprison the rabble-rouser! Implement reforms that follow her suggestions. Said house had immediately disowned both. Monarch still won. Oh, no family drama in my family is apparently normal. That's funny. Alright, well, you guys know what choice I'm making. So about option C, yeah. Vote time! Submit your votes! Imprisonment! That's great. Oh! Oh, we got, what, 2 others I can vote, but I think they're outvoted, so I will continue on. Imprisonment and incest, 2 things that is absolute in this kingdom. Yep. Yep. Imprisonment and incest, yep. Those are absolutes. Nothing else matters. I'm glad to see you're dealing with this matter appropriately. You arrest Clarissa Agna, but a dozen more anti-monarchist riders spring up to take her place. The peasants explode in riots across the kingdom. Wow. That's a bit... that's a good hit to stability. Seems the commoners won't easily forget their lack of rights. Alright, foul play. I have unfortunate jousting-related news from the march, Your Majesty. You really don't like jousting, do you? Jousting and I have a complicated history, Your Majesty. I'd rather not go into it. Baron Estate was killed in a bout against Chief Marley the Third. Oh no, Estate! We have racked up another death. Oof, indeed. Just came here, bro. Bands are calling for justice. Oh boy. Parent estate signed up for this. It's all part of the sport. Jousting is too dangerous and must be banned. Put Chief Marley through a trial by jousting. That was me now. Me and now I'm a third. I stay for the death, immortal. About C. Yeah. I'm not gonna have any input on this. You guys just go for whatever. Bone time. Bone time. Vote for whichever gamba you want. Oh my gosh. That's pretty unanimous. Don't become the fourth. I think that can't be helped, Maroon. I think Marley's about to die again. Of course, the best way to handle a jousting conflict is with more jousting. Stability. Ah! Trial takes place one rainy afternoon. Chief Marley III rides out, grim-faced, set to battle against Baron Tissel, who has been named the judge for the occasion. The battle runs... Oh, no. The battle runs for a whole afternoon. It's a close-run thing, but eventually Marley III unseats Tissel. Wait. Uh-oh. She is found innocent of all charges and is awarded damages for her trouble. Wow, you're pretty rich, Marley. All the death and drama whips the jousting fad into a frenzy. Continues to spread. Blue taxes. Perhaps. But I don't want my treasury too high, because then they'll let the patricians move forward. Although I think it already happened. Across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew that... Everyone knew... What? Everyone knew that he was better off. Alright, okay. But until now, it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord. And, as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. In deep in the spider's web of alleys crisscrossing Thalasus is an old tavern somewhere in its hazy backrooms. The backrooms? Are a number of patricians who have met to celebrate their recent success. Love the trial by jousting. The workers are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the king is hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. Careful we don't get them too riled up, mind you. Or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Yes, now it's the time to incite some real chaos. Show them that the King Ursa III is not only greedy, he's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lure stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Well! This is going swimmingly. I'm gonna raise that defiance. I am raising that defiance. And since patricians have already passed forward, sorry Marley, but you do have a incredible amount of money. I'm gonna have to take some of that from you. Sorry, Alpha. Jousting fever, eligible options. Marching for a republic. Oh boy. I'm richer than all the other nobles combined. Yeah, you are. I think you're richer than all the other nobles and the monarchy combined. Marching for a what now? A republic. Eligible options. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. Alright, then let's see the eligible bachelorets. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Sorcha, firstborn daughter of the Northern Marley clan. She's her typical northern lass as far as I can tell. Big and loud and all the social graces of a goat, but means well. Oh, hey, Falcon. Who did you join? Falcon! You joined the patricians! Man, patricians are stacked up! Man, only one. Yeah, you are the North, Marley. What was the name of the chief claimant? I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember. Oh, the turn's tied. Oh boy. Spends most of her time ranging the mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. Had a bit of a controversy a while back with her clan hall burned down. Apparently her peasants were to blame. Can see the appeal. Alright. From the coast we have Irina, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Vulcan. I mean, just look at her. She's gorgeous, and apparently she's got silver tongue too. She recently gave away half her fortune to the church. Much to everyone's surprise, she's an absolute fountain of energy. No one can keep up with her. It could be worse, could be a lot better. And finally, we have the Marchers offering Emmy, scion of the prestigious Pretty High Estate bloodline. A typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Oh, and she's not popular with the peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Is that all? Feel like already know the choice. Yeah. Yeah, you probably already know the choice. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. Because we know Lumyra at this point. Yep. Yep. Yeah. The North! Continue the... Continue the line of incest. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Alright, what's this about marching for a republic? Yep. Your Majesty, the people are demanding a republic. Thousands are marching through the capital, waving banners and signs. It's peaceful for now. Population are fed up with every concept of monarchy. If you don't act soon, they'll storm the palace and drag you out by your neck. Perhaps we could throw them a bone. Maybe I'll write a few amendments to the Constitution, taking power from the crown, and giving more power to us nobles. Based peasants. Forcibly suppress the protests. 40%. Send out the king to address the angry crowd. 40%. Oh. Rewrite the constitution to give more power to the nobles. Oh, that's stability, though. Constitutional monarchy. I don't like the gambit, so yeah, sure, let's go constitutional monarchy. Why not? All right, one time, submit your votes. Maroon, Gamba, why? If our military was higher, I would say Gamba on the military, but Chaos Agent. I mean, I mean, yeah. I like Agents of Chaos, but when I am the one being the Agent of Chaos. Anyways, we rewrite the Constitution. Glad you are doing the reasonable thing, Your Majesty. Just assign a here and a here and a here. Authority is now commanding. Alright, what about stability? Before you know it, you've signed away almost all the powers of the crown. The nobles get special tax exemptions, domain over the sea, immunity to prosecution, exclusive hunting rights. Oh my gosh. Do not read the fine print. I don't know about that. Wow. Authority went up, and now authority is at 2. Authority is now mocked. Holy. Good info. Yeah, the authority hit. I'm glad I used Monarch's Iron Choice on that. Holy. Is this what the commoners meant when they demanded a republic? Or did they want power in the hands of the people, not just a different kind of elite? Either way, it doesn't matter now. Your power lies in tatters. The riots do die down, perhaps because the common folk realize that getting rid of you wouldn't make a difference. Stability is now civil. Okay. Well, Jesus. Alright, jousting fever. I regret to inform you of a jousting-related petition from the March, Your Majesty. Why regret? It's a splendid idea. Your Majesty, we must reinstate jousting as the official justice system of the March. Oh, we already did that. Is Vulcan bald? I don't know. Trial by combat's the way it used to be, before the courts started sticking their noses in. 20%, accept it's a healthy way to resolve disputes. Refuse, better stick with the courts. Accept and donate some horses to the system. You know what? I have no input on this. Just doesn't have hard feelings against me willing my trial. Anyway, voting time. Put your vote in. Vote, vote, vote. Vulcan with the Gamba. The dangerous Gamba. Oh. Alright. See, it is. The Chancellor looks skeptical, but says nothing. No, well, not really. Lower Defiance, huh? Arr. 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 The barons are delighted. The march reports less crime overall, as the people fear being impaled by a lance. Physical fitness of the citizens also rises, with many learning to ride just in case of legal trouble. Hey, there's a call for unity. But raising authority, Chancellor had a jousting accident in the past. That's what I think happened to them in the past. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. All right, well, yeah, I'll swap it out. I need that call for unity for now, at least. Oh boy, royal wedding, laughing stock, paper full of news. Let's get this wedding out over with first. Your wedding to Sorcha is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. Feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Sorcha at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. We have not seen two people in this run of the kingdom that we've like barely seen. The Archbishop and the Inquisitor. Those two, for whatever reason, have like not shown up at all. And the Archbishop only shows up for the weddings. Lance to the knee. After the wedding, of course, it's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Sorcha, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Sorcha, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. Servants bring us wine. Ha ha, that's the spirit. Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. They will eventually show up. Saw up. Didn't we dispose of the Inquisitor by whatever the guillotine is called? Oh, did we? Are we doing the French Revolution? I mean, we do. We have put a lot of people to the guillotine. We have put a lot of people to the guillotine. But you might be right, Maroon. You might be right. I think we might have thrown the Inquisitor to the guillotine. I want the Industrial Revolution. Missed that part then? Yeah. Alright. What's the laughing stock apart about? Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright, Nigel Chicken Steel. Nigel Chicken Steel has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. Oh, wonderful. Love his work. So do I. So does everyone. But the problem is that the new playwright features a character obviously based on you. An admiring homage. How delightful. You misunderstand me, Your Highness. The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over his head as he sits on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theaters are packed, and you must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as King Biffo. Put out a warrant for Nigel Chicken Steel's arrest. Ban the play for all the theaters. I think I'll attend the play myself. Oh, man. Tradition argues for me to arrest the man, but I want to attend the play myself. Tradition or attend the play? tradition. Attend and then arrest? Oh yeah, I think that is something that you can do. Yeah, wait, no, yeah, that is something you can do. Yeah, you can attend and then arrest. That's right, that's right. Because you can stand up and arrest everyone in the theater. I remember now. Yeah, I'll attend to play myself. Shocked silence follows in the theater as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. More bang for your bucks. The show must go on. Play begins. Soon enough, the Clown King arrives on stage, comedically tripping on his own robes. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched king handing his crown to the deserving hero. Terrifying presence. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Climb onto the stage. The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next. Order the actors and the entire audience arrested. Yep, I remembered. Yep. Thank you, Maroon, for reminding me of the fact that I could do this. Arrest everyone! Palace Watch wade into the audience, grabbing people and binding their hands behind their backs. Several escape through the windows, but soon enough you have hundreds under arrest. After that, the play is never shown again, and you are forced to expand your dungeon significantly. Paper full of news. Look at this, Your Majesty. Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is printed the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. Thanks for the follow. Oh, what is that Chinese-looking name? Anyways. Calling it a paper of news because everything that's written in it is new. It's like a little town crier made of parchment. This is gonna rot the minds of our children. What an intriguing idea. Indeed, if you look at it, even has little picture stories in the back pages. How droll. The paper of news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and you're being asked to give an interview. Don't do it, Your Serene Highness. This is beneath the dignity of your office. No, this newspaper business is silly. Yes, but they can only print nice things. Yes, they can print whatever they like about the king. Well, I'm vetoing this top one. Alright, time to vote away! Vote, vote, vote. Let your vote and vote. Well, it looks like it is C. It looks like C1 and can print whatever the heck they want to print. You've never had a conversation quite like this with the commoner before. This journalist keeps actually asking difficult questions to your face. How do you respond? I am not a crook. It's not that bad. Help me, Chancellor, help! I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Let me address your question in detail. I don't have to answer to you. Full transparency. Let me address your question in detail. Deeper detail. You talk at length about your justifications for your actions while the journalist takes copious notes. Once the interview is over, all you can do is wait for the article to come out the next day. 50% chance of stability. Your servant soon arrives with a fresh copy. Holy. Failed! Whoa! To your horror, the interview makes you look terrible. The journalist hasn't lied about anything, but somehow your words have come out all wrong. You look like an idiot. Oh boy. Even the nobles take the article at face value, and the newspaper goes, "Pull the lever, Crunk." Wrong lever! Goes on to be the fastest selling newspaper in history, which is easy enough since they've only been around for a few months. Oh boy. From this point on, you'll be worried about journalists covering your every move. Deep in the forest of March, Baron Tessel has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends. You all said you had a surprise for me? Indeed. And here it is. Behold. Your Highness, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope you didn't overhear any. Haha, quit babbling, you blowhard. This isn't the king. It's a peasant who's the king's spitting image. Good God, and just in time, the spymaster trusts us so much that she's not noticed that we're fortifying the border. That means we can move to the next phase, kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place. How do we manage that? We rid the kingdom in utter chaos, bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Well, 2 people gunning for lower stability. Oh god. Northern sages tell of Odheld's horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now. By all the gods, can you believe it? This has been the most bountiful spring in living memory. The grass is green, the sun is warm, even our sheep have given birth in record numbers. Wow, farming is abundant. It's the work of Odheld, my friend. We have spent many months beseeching him, and now he has rewarded us with the means to overthrow the king's reign. Truly, you mean to say he has pointed us to his horn? Aye, but as far to the north in the ice giant's territory, the frozen wastes, we'll need a hardy force of heroes to stand any chance of retrieving it. For the next stage in the chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Good gosh. Chiefs are getting it easy. Another Frida? Yep. The Chiefs have it easy. Well. The quarantine continues. Back from the hunt? Counterfeit currency. Okay, what is this back from the hunt? Sedaris, I have something for you. It's something I brought back from our latest hunt. A trophy. Soldier takes you by the hand and leads you into the great hall where a white sheet hangs from some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls the sheet free, it falls to the floor. The taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Fearsome, this will be perfect for installing some fear in the nobles. Scaring off the servants, get out of here. This will make a fine gift to one of my nobles. I bet we could sell this for a decent amount. Nah, I'll raise that authority. The bear makes for a fine addition to the council chambers. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Authority is now credible. Alright, counterfeit currency. The North has been prosperous of late, but my tax collectors are reporting suspicious coins and latest takings. The whole region is awash with fake money. The council needs to act. Tell everyone in the North to examine their coins and return any duds. Offer a substantial reward if the counterfeits are caught. Order your artificers to invent a new coin that's harder to counterfeit. Well, I'm vetoing that. Tell everyone in the North to examine their coins and returning duds. Alright, vote time. Get your voting on. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, vote, vote. Vote, vote, vote. Everyone went from the last one. All right. Don't want to increase stability. I see how it is. I see how it is. Oh, man. After weeks of experimenting, the new coin is invented. It has a special pattern of ridges along the rim that make it nearly impossible to counterfeit. However, they're much more expensive to manufacture. Rolling them out across the kingdom will take time. Meanwhile, people continue to use the old coins, impacting trade in the north. The quarantine continues. Your August Majesty, you will recall the quarantine you ordered to deal with the dancing plague. It's been many months since anyone last entered or left the affected area. We think that the plague may have run its course. We ask your permission to lift the quarantine. Lift the quarantine. Continue the quarantine indefinitely. Hire an adventurer to check that it's safe. Send Lord Patricia Maroon to check it that it's safe. Well, I think I know what everyone's gonna vote for. I think I know what everyone's gonna vote for. Low-key D, yeah. Everyone get your voting on. Vote, voting time. Spread the vote, no unity. Vote D. Marley, go D. Hey, Alpha, if you're still there, vote for something. Alpha. Don't make me come up into that voice call and get your attention. Preferably not A or C. Or B or D. Nah, I think, I think Alpha is lost to us. Alright, well, moving on. He's distracted with ready or not. Well, Maroon, I'm gonna send you in to check it yourself. You're confused now, too many months gone. Me, as your serene highness, you can't appear serious. From the court. Despite Maroon III's protest, the king's word is final. He is sent into the quarantine zone. You hope to hear back from him soon. You should be fine. You should be fine. Hey, it's auction time again. Alright, for the barons, we got raising faith and lowering stability. Well, for the chiefs, we got raising the military and raising stability. And for the patricians, we got raising farming and lowering faith. Alright, get your auctioneering fingers ready. The auction begins in 3, 2, 1, go! Auction, 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 auction. Maroon the 4th coming soon, seriously. And we have the first bidding at 100 for B. Of course. Any other funding? The funds for B have increased to 400. This is an exciting auction. There's been exciting auctions left and right where only one thing gets funded. And then the last minute, something else gets funded. Yo, Wiz!
Hello, Dark. I'm playing Ready or Not, so I'm not going to play, but I will be lurking. Scare 12 Neo Scare Heart.
Thank you, Wiz. And that's fine. A lot of people are playing Ready or Not right now. That's fine. Thanks for the bits. Enjoy the lurking. So richer than all the other nobles combined. Yeah, you are. And the monarchy. Only one thing got funded. Stop the killing, stop the dying. Vote C1. Wanted to throw a coin in. But, oh well. Too bad, Marley. Blood for the blood god. Oh boy. Only one building funded that time. The long march north. The seeds of rebellion about your heir. Oh wow. I have no head pat, so imagine I'm head patting you today. Alright, well, about my heir. Your marriage to Sorcha has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. Your royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child. Oh, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from your ruling so you can get down to business. Alright, what's the long march north? Good evening, your majesty. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Old Helm's Horn? Sounds like the punchline of a bad joke. Some kind of bottomless drink tavern promotion. Northern legend, right? The Horn of Old Helm is indeed a northern legend. A horn gifted to mortals before the ninth triumph during the Cursed Age. Pagan superstition, surely. Partly, the horn is likely the creation of one of the disposed gods. The chiefs have merely built up the myth as a way of understanding things beyond their understanding. But it is real. It is said to have the power to destroy any fortification with a single toot. The chiefs are searching for it in the frozen wastes, having received a sign hinting at its location. You mean where the ice giants live? Precisely. We'll need to stop them before they retrieve it, if at all possible. I've gathered a great host of warrior heroes for the journey up to the wastes. We must act fast to have any hope in stopping them. You hastily assemble the council to deal with the chiefs' military buildup. The chiefs predictably deny everything. Would you deny us our right to protect ourselves from the ice giants? Bah! Forbid the northern armies from entering the frozen wastes. Ban all public mention of Oldhelm's horn. Allow the chiefs to continue building up their forces. Told you, family drama. Yeah, family drama. Yeah, about that. Voting time. Get your voting going. Vote, vote, vote. Voting time. Sneaky. Oh, brother. Come on, any other votes? I know there's other people here to vote. Vote! I know there's others here to vote. Get your votes out. Bye, guys. Huh? What? Wait, what? Where are you going, Falcon? Your internet's about to bust out. Huh? Huh? Well, we lost another. Your internet is about to bust? Ow! Oh boy. Alright, well. Anyways. You think a piece of paper will stop us? You don't know what a northern chief is made of. Software update? Oh. Although your decree discourages a few law-abiding northern warriors from joining the expedition, you cannot stop them by law alone. What is a siege rebellion? That's the 5th peasant I've had to send to the Rinverol this week. Oh yeah, the guillotine is called the Rinverol. And just like all the others, she was trying to steal our gold and give it to the poor. Ha! What do they need with gold anyway? I think Ursa III is a little too inbred already. Pretty sure the Inquisitor met the Rinverol. Yeah. Something is amiss, Your Majesty. Someone has been stirring up discontent amongst the peasantry, and I have reason to believe it is the patricians. Tell me what I need to do to stop them. The peasants' uprising is trouble if not de-escalated quickly. Patricians will capitalize on the instability to install Casto as monarch. So we kill a few more, put the fear and the knife into them. You must understand, that's exactly what the patricians want. It will cause chaos. Your Majesty must get a grip on the common folk. If the kingdom is stable, discontent will not be able to spread as easily. This will give me time to root out the conspirators. What? Gasps. The kingdom could certainly be doing better. If things don't change soon, these protests will only get worse. Perhaps the council will aid you in this endeavor. Perhaps. Peasants are always unhappy about something. Let them riot. Everyone should chip in and pay for some new hospitals. Well, I'm just gonna floop. Alright, get your voting on! Voting time! Voting time! Voting time! Vote! Voting time! Sips mead. Where are you going, Marley? What are you voting for? Why delay? One stab would kill us. Wouldn't. Oh, jeez. Alright. Ooh, hospitals. Bolton has closed. Hospitals! Everyone loves hospitals. Ever since doctors stopped just waiting for people to die and instead tried to cure them, everyone has always wanted more hospitals. Everyone, that is, besides the nobles, who usually have to pay for it. Oh, wow. But why should we have to pay for them? They're laborers. Good lord. Somewhere in the march, Baron Thistle sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The kingdom's on the brink of chaos. It's perfect. We have to strike. What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the honor guard in Palace Watch? No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options. Alright, barons. Vote the continuation of your fate. What do you choose as your fate? Your destiny, even? Barons? Barons! 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 I'm calling out to you! Lower own farming. Manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief efforts. I'm guessing Alpha's not here to vote. Already will be RB. Oh, well, there goes all our barons. If the north is gripped with famine, we can continue the king. Convince the king to come down and visit us. Kiss babies, hand out bread, that sort of thing. Come on, look. That's when we strike. When king rides down to march, the other king rides home. Your genius knows no bounds. But what about our own citizens? Won't they starve? Ah, the folk of the march are made of sterner stuff than that. They'll survive on boiled boots and nettled soup. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must lower their farming to 3 or less. Well, good luck, barons. In the north, unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle is just taking place. Naturally, the chiefs are celebrating their recent victory against the ice giants in the frozen waste by smashing steins together and singing battle songs all throughout the night. Did you see that giant's face when I cut him down? Poor blighter never felt a heated axe before. So much loot. Never mind the horn. Look at this gold. Party lasts long into the night. A few chiefs take turns drinking mead out of Old Hell's horn. As dawn breaks, they stumble into the main hall where the chief Ragna has beckoned them. Quiet down, you lolts. It's time to get serious. This horn has the power to collapse buildings, cause earthquakes, and even destroy mountains. We must vote on how it will be used. Alright, Marley. As the pure soul heir of the North, vote your fate. Marley, calling out Marley. Hello, Marley, Marley. Commence the toying gods. Wait, really? You don't want to vote? AKA my internet hiccups again. You can still vote. You're not closed out. You can still vote for one. Threaten to destroy the king's food supplies. Lower others farming. I mean. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't choose farming. But also, I chose stability, and stability is, oof. Well, this horn will collapse the mountains and castles, and swallow up farmlands. None can stop us. Before we can make demands, we need their attention. We'll see that their food supplies are precarious enough to make them desperate, and then we'll make a move. We'll give them a demonstration of its power. And then an ultimatum, Crown Ragnar or starve. For the final stage of their scheme, chiefs must lower the other region's farming to a combined total of 10 or less. Back in the coast, Lord Patrician Maroon III is met with his co-conspirators once again. But he came out of the quarantine? Wine is being passed around in good measure, and it seems spirits are high. Go lower farming. We've done it again, my good friends. The citizens are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this chaos. Other than for the king, of course. Excellent. I'm sure the king is already cowering in his palace. Who knew laborers could be so useful? Now then, only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the citizens to Cherniv Island. Uprising Stage 3 is always either lower trade or lower farming. That was quick. Lower farming. You're all working together for the same goal. Oh. Wow. The nobles united. Holy bejesus. Man, I don't think you've ever been united like this before. This needs to be clipped and shared in the King of the Castle Discord, to be honest, and or screenshotted. Perchance. Diabolical! Why, you might even call it evil. No, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with me on the throne. Totally all stages 3s deal with farming. With this a final push, we'll ensure the king soon has more than just a few angry peasants on his hands. Yes, once the fighting starts, it'll be right there, ready to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower all regions combined farming to 15 or less. So if... Okay, so... You're all gonna win then, because you all have the same goal. So what happens then? It's just a coin toss of like, oh, patricians won or chiefs won. Because the barons are lower their own farming. Barons probably, they have the lowest. Because chiefs and patricians are to lower the combined total farming. The barons are to lower their own farming. Barons need 3 farming. Chiefs need other regions farming to 10 or less. And pats need all farming to hit 15 or less. Yeah. So, who's who's gonna win? Yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Because if the barons lower their farming to 3, or if everyone else lowers their farming to where it's just teetering on 15, and then the barons lower their farming to 3, and by subsequent other people's farming is also lowered to reach 10 or below, who wins? Like, seriously, who actually wins? If all of you meet your end goal for farming, who wins? Because that seriously can happen. Where just all the farming just gets completely floofed. It just goes poof. So if we lower chiefs farming by 3, and then barons lowered farming to 3, and the game does the ultimate coin toss. Did I math it correctly? I think you did. Yeah, I think you mathed it correctly. I'm not doing quick math, though. Quick mental math. This is very interesting. I mean, this is very... This is very interesting. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what happens. News from the quarantine zone. The deceased, a clairvoyant visit. Oh boy, what a clairvoyant visit. Your August Majesty, Your August Majesty, Lord Patrician Vulcan has been having prophetic dreams. It is a true, I can part the veil betwixt an hour and some ways off. Give me this is ridiculous. I look to the future and it speaks through me. I know more, know less. For example, I dreamt of Lord Patrician Maroon the Third of being beheaded. Not again. And a plague of bees will bring a doom upon the Baron Thistle's household. What? Gadzooks, I can't live without honey on my toast. Please, Your August Majesty, have him foretell the future of the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. Well, about that. Alright, just this once. Begin the visions. Throw the charlatan into the dungeon. Make Lord Patrician Falcon an official council advisor. I think I know what all of you are gonna try and vote for, so yeah. Alright, voting time! Put your votes in. Stability matters not now. Yeah. Put your votes in. You do the absolute game gymnastics of math to get everyone finished on stage 3. Dungeon go yeet. I'll go back to state. Still lurking. I don't think we can if one needs 10 and the others needs 15. Anyways, 20% chance XCOM time. Failed. What? But Your August Majesty! Lord Patrician Vulcan yells out as the watch haul him away. The king's iron grip must rust with the rust and crumble away. Beware! Beware! So chaos, I see. Authority is now ineffective. His words echo as the door slam. Nobles start muttering to each other and glancing at you. Could he be right? News from the quarantine zone. Alright, Maroon. Let's see if you live. Your esteemed highness, I have returned. Who are Who are you? Who are you? Gets chaos because why in the 7 hell's not? Who are you? I'm the Lord Patrician you sent inside the quarantine zone, Your August Majesty, and I have returned unharmed. The plague has run its course, and the people are alive, though I fear they will never dance again. Oh, I didn't think there'd be anyone left. On the contrary, the plague has simply compelled the people to dance until they couldn't dance no longer. The lasting side effects are limited to a hatred of music and a general fear of jauntiness, Your August Majesty. So mean. I had to plug in my phone almost out of charge. Oh boy. Humbly, I asked the council to lift the quarantine so the coast can return to normal. Don't veto A. Don't. I know that laugh, evil. Well. About that. Do I dare? Do I even dare? Full send, full send. Full send. Alright, vote for the only option available. Democracy, yay. This is such a cursed run. I know I'm not winning, so I'm gonna do whatever I can to just screw with everything else. What even is this dynasty? I don't know what this dynasty is. I really don't. The ninth layer of Hades. Still remember the wharf stash moment? Yeah. the gosh darn wharf stash. Oh my gosh. This is great. Despite Lord Patricia Maroon III's testimony, it's clear that no chances can be taken. The patricians are livid that you have ignored their pleas, especially after sending one of their own to investigate. Regardless, you are satisfied that this plague will never again spread through your kingdom. Alright, what is the deceased about? The elderly Chief Marita, a cousin many times removed of Chief Marley III, died in his sleep last week. She was nearly 90. Would you believe? A better end than most of us get. Indeed, Your Majesty. She stayed at home in the north most of the time, enjoying herself. But she could have spent more time on her accounts. She died without a will, and the nobles are scrambling for her estate. Chief Marita was my relative. I wrote to her at least once a year. Of course the estate should be mine. My late grandfather used to play backgammon with her. He swore she intended to leave it to her family. By the old gods, that's a pitiful claim. Give the estate to Chief Marley. Give the estate to, Patricia and Evil Wolf. Redistribute the estate amongst the northern peasants. Claim the estate for the treasure. I just vote. I have no need to throw my vote into anything. Voting time. Throw your votes out. Throw them out there. What you voting for? Why not? Alright. Man. This is great. This is great. Although Patricia and Evil Wolf shakes their head, muttering with their friends about favoritism in the council. But Chief Marley III and the other chiefs are delighted. They even send you and the treasurer a gift basket as a token of their appreciation. Rebellion with a 1. I wouldn't dare. Yeah, I don't know of how well that would end for you, Maroon. No, I'll keep what I have. I don't need to change anything. Maybe I could cast Fireball or Magic Missile. Magic Missile! Magic Missile! Magic Missile! I'm all out of mana. About face. A ghoulish problem. The Archbishop's request. Oh, what's a ghoulish problem? The Archbishop. Your Majesty, we are having terrible problems in the coast. The people have lost faith in the ninth god, and churches are being left to crumble. Finally, we have not seen him at all. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. The dead are rising. The dead are rising. The dead are rising. Calm down, Your Majesty. For now, the incidents are confined to the coast. We must remind the coastal folk that they are lost without the ninth to protect them, especially once they've passed. I wonder if we could make bread out of people. He said the dead are rising. Send more priests to the coast. Cremate bodies in the coast instead of burying them. Hire adventurers to eradicate the ghouls. Employ the ghouls as a source of cheap labor. Too needy. You know what? I won't use Call for Unity on this one because I actually can't guess where you guys are going to vote. This one's not as easy. I mean, I know you're not voting for C. I know you're not voting for C. Anyways. Alright, put your votes in. Internet stopped hiccuping. Hey, nice. B and D. I think it's just YouTube voting now. Estate's gone. Alpha's gone. Valken's gone. Evil Wolf is gone. Whoever else we have is gone. Arson is the answer to all problems and chaos. You know what? I'll agree with you, Marley. In this case, I will agree with you. You know what? I'll side with you, Marley. But burning bodies goes against our holy teachings. Fire is for heretics and demons. You'll regret this. Pagan as it may be, the practice of cremating does prevent any more ghouls from rising in the coast. But from that point forward, the Archbishop undermines your authority at every opportunity. In a different stream, the chiefs were utter pyromaniacs. So I am channeling that here. More fire. Alright. The Archbishop's request. Who's on? Oh, who are you joining? You joined the patricians! Man! Why are the chiefs not getting anyone? Marley, you are forever cursed to be the sole heir of the North. Outnumbered, yeah. So many patricians, yeah. Welcome, Kadako, the beast. So many patricians. Capitalism. Capitalism. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the North. Too long have the Northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods, in brazen defiance to the ninth god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the North. It's for the good of the realm. I won't hear a minute more of this. Be gone. You have my express permission. Now I have to bring in the council. Everyone is on stage 3. Like, the chiefs have burned 3 villages, 2 churches of the 9th. I think a High Inquisitor in the other stream. Oh my gosh. Still lurking. Game with 1 military. With 1 military. With the power of the 9th and anime on our side, we shall prevail. I don't know about that. Alright, let's bring the council in. Of course, Your Majesty. I would expect nothing less. Well, you have 2 options. Get to voting. I think you're probably gonna vote for Gamba. I mean... One with 2 military. Jeez. Seen someone win on 1 military. Wow. That's actually kind of crazy. Actually kind of crazy. Oh. All right, let's see. Let's see this Gamba in action. Okay. This erasure of our culture. We won't forget this, you rabid pack of tyrants. The mission goes ahead despite protests from the chiefs. Woo! Success! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. It's a success. Also, some rebellions just fizzle out immediately because the rebellion happened on them. Inconceivable. Inconceivable. Your stable and prosperous kingdom gives weight to the missionary's words. How else could the kingdom be doing so well, if not blessed by the 9th god himself? Turns out to be a rip-roaring success. Trust in the clergy is high, and so as northern villagers convert in droves, whole cities at a time. Goodness. Wow, I get money too. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Why do I sound like a raging grandmother? Oh wait, that's technically what I am for Ursa the Third. Yeah. Holy Faith Uprising, yeah. The Archbishop is more than pleased. He even diverts some of the northern tithe to you as thanks, topping up the treasury. Wow. Alright, what is this about face? Your Majesty, the new anti-counterfeiting coins are almost ready to roll out to the north. We have an issue, however. Forgot that raises faith by a lot, really. The common folk now associate your face with the old, valueless coins. Perhaps we should replace your image with something else? But my face has nothing to do with the forgery. Aw, if we must. Sorry, Your Majesty, but it's for the best. Not to worry, Your Highness. I know who could shoulder this burden. Why don't you put Ragnar's face on the coin? I know you have your differences, but Ragnar is a notable public figure in the north. Keep the king's face on the new coin. Stability goes down. Replace with Ragnar's face. Replace with the treasurer's face. Treasurer's face. Replace with a generic image of a majestic lion. Lion. And it's me again. Yeah, it is you again. You know, I'm gonna veto this. I am the North means I always show up on any chief-related events. That is correct. That is correct. All right. Vetoing that. All right. Get your voting on. Get your votes on. Gamba time. Time for Gamba. Now a big cat. Yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind being a big cat. I like felines. I'm very much a feline myself. I'm very much a feline myself. XCOM question mark? Maybe. XCOM more activate. Mode activate. I'm very much a feline. Let's go lion. Lions are some of my favorite big cats. Success! Hey, let's go! Yeah! When the new anti-counterfeiting coins are rolled out, northern merchants are delighted. But a few confused peasants decide on an actual lion must decide that an actual lion must now occupy the throne. To your surprise, this meets with general approval. About time we had a strong ruler. Commoners mutter. When they see you in person, they're inevitably disappointed. You look, sir. Look survived to me. Also, aw. Huh? What do you mean? Huh? What? Huh? Trade is now a monopoly. Holy. The rumors of your leonine nature refuse to die away. Some nobles start jokingly calling you the Lion, which isn't too bad as the nicknames go, even if it's ironic. The Lion King, yeah. I wouldn't mind being the Lion King. Oh, I wanted to show you. I want to show you I will kick your butt with one army. But you're a bear. Who's a bear? I'm not a bear. What are you talking about? I'm not a bear. Ursa? Well, I mean, yeah, Ursa does mean bear. Yeah. Ursa does mean bear. But I'm not a bear. I'm the furthest thing from a bear. Anyways, where the heck did my mouse go? A terrible curse. A horrible haunting. Your heir. Serve a day. Freaking deer? I'm not a deer. You calling me a deer? You calling me a deer? Your request for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, ask that my crown be passed down too. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. Yes, honey. No, I am not a deer. My son! The assembled nobles break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son. What's his name? Ursa the Fourth. Hello? I click. Excellent, Your Serene Highness. I'm sure little Ursa the Fourth will grow up to be a chip of the old block. Grabbing some water to hydrate. Speaking of which, I should drink some water myself. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. I have an 8 in stability. We shall see. We shall see. Let me drink some water. I am a Viking demon, by the way. Viking demon abyssal creature that eats souls. Viking demon abyssal creature that eats souls. Abyssal fae creature, whichever way you want to go. Yo, Maru. Thanks for this description. Am I sure I'm not a gazelle? Yes, I'm sure I'm not a gazelle. I am not a gazelle. But Maroon, thanks for that subscription. All right, I have to drink some water. Yeah, I have an animated emote that I'm working on that I started working on a while ago and then had stopped working on it. I need to pick back up work on it so you guys have an animated emote to use. And more emotes in general. I need to pick back up my work on making the emotes and some other stuff that kind of fell off the map in me working on them and all. Just on some stuff that kind of popped up and halted my work on a lot of stuff. But anyways, let's do a terrible curse. Baron Estate II rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray. By the old gods, you look like you haven't slept for weeks. That's because I've been placed under a curse. Look at my hairs falling out in chunks. Perhaps you're ill or old. It was one of my common folk. I saw it in her eyes. She's an evil witch. Evil witch. Gazella demon entity that collects souls. Noted. I am not a gazelle. Estate, I am not a gazelle. Gazelles are not even a Viking animal. What about a Viking gazelle? No. No. I will not be reduced to a gazelle. I am feline in nature. Give it one of the horned hats. It'll have 4. Oh, jeez. Have the so-called witch tested. Send scholars to the Marcher lands to find an explanation. Have the accursed Estate II sent to the north to relax. Rather be a Capra? A Copra demon? Ah, gosh, what's a Copra? Brain failing. What's a copra? Well, what is a copra? A brain filing. Goat. Actually, yeah. You know, given a choice between a goat and a gazelle, I'd rather be a goat. Chupacabra, goat sucker, yeah. I know about the chupacabra. Yeah, given the choice between goat and a gazelle, I'd rather be a goat. Honestly. Why? I don't know. Gazelles are kind of... Why a stinky goat? Because at least with a goat, I could be strong and everything and just ram you. Get on my nerves. Just, hey, I'm chasing after you to ram your butt with my horns. Gazelle? What's a gazelle gonna do? I'm gonna use my... Gazelle's just gonna use its piddly little legs to just bounce around. Not knowing what it's doing. How about a ram? Yeah. Let's go ram. Gazelle is just gonna prance around. Like, oh, yes, I'm so fabulous. Oh, so fabulous. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know. But whatever it does or means, as long as I'm fabulous. Gazelle can freestyle on a cheetah. I mean, yeah, gazelles can run pretty fast, but... So we have a lion, goat, bear, king, noted. Anyways, hey, let's get this vote on. Voting time. An anthropomorphic gazelle. If you were to anthropomorphize a gazelle, they would be. The gazelle would exemplify the fashion show walkway runner fabulous guy person. Like, oh, I'm so fabulous. I am back, and we are also adding arson, I see. Yeah. All I can see a gazelle being is just like, oh yes, I'm so fabulous. Oh yes. So a dragon. I would much rather prefer a dragon. I don't want, at least I don't want to be able to strutting around saying fabulous, darling. Dragon, goat, lion, bear continues writing. Anyways, he arranged for a priestess of ninth god to question the accused. The church does not look kindly upon witches, particularly if they're cursing a noble for no reason. Peasant girl denies everything, but her defiant attitude gets her in trouble. After a few days of questioning, the verdict is announced guilty. Wow. Faith challenge failed. Need to at least the realization of utter chaos of having farming for all 3 schemes, stage 3. Flip it. Keyboard. Don't forget Chimera. I mean, Chimera is to the run for all. Get Gene the Creed. And arson. Oh boy. Yep. Stability went down. The accused is hauled away for punishment, but state the second hair troubles persist. Word quickly spreads about the incident, and peasants mutter about the witch was innocent. Gene the Arced, yeah. Alright, a horrible haunting. During a meeting with the Council of Nobles, commotion erupts as Baron Thistle lets out a piercing scream. My honor, great God, it's here, it's here. He faints away, falling to the ground with a crash. By the night of God, someone fetch water. Oh, he'll be fine. What was he about to bring about? Oh, he'll be fine. With some brisk shaking, Thistle comes to. I thought I'd be safe from it here, but unfortunately. Come on, clicking. When we built that aqueduct on my lands, some manner of specter was disturbed, and it made me its target. Roll eyes. Thistle needs to chill. What's it doing exactly? Ugh, we are really entertaining this nonsense, I hear voices, your highness. Little pinpricks at the back of my mind. Just now I saw a horrid grey shape hanging over me, its face a rotting mask. We are too old for a campfire tale to Thistle. I beg your my liege, gather the nobles, come to my aid. We must banish this wraith. Send Inquisitors to exercise the site. Research the land on which the aqueduct is built. Ignore this situation, I'll be fine. You know what? Just vote. Just vote. Voting time. Kinda want A. Gamba! Man, I should have done a vote for Unity, huh? Mainly because High Inquisitor time? Yeah. Seriously. Where is High Inquisitor? Where is High Inquisitor the second after sending the first one to the Rinvarol? The High Inquisitor sends a team of her most pious agents to investigate. They report back swiftly. The spirit was stronger than any of us thought, Your Majesty. Obviously, the Barons aren't devoted enough to the Ninth God. There she is! The Barons aren't happy to be told that Inquisitor's failure is their fault. My headphones are falling off my head. And it's auction time! So, King Lion, Dragon, Goat, Bear, Chimera, anything else? I don't know. You want to attack on more? You want to attack on more stuff? Anyways, for the Barons, we got raising farming and raising authority. For the Chiefs, we got raising stability and lowering authority. And for the Patricians, we got lowering farming and raising trade. All right, get your auctioneering fingers ready. The auction starts right about now. All right, auction going. Viking deer scrolling up. E has been funded with 1 gold, a riveting auction to start out with 1 gold. We're really doing this now. The auctions are just so riveting now. Either one building only gets funded or gold goes up, or funding only goes up by 1 gold at a time. D with 2. Don't disparage your wise nobility. Fund D 69, of course. Fund D 100. Oh my gosh. So we got D at 102, 169, and E at 168. These. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What is this dynasty? 169 gold. Nice. Alright, let's check my ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a peacekeeper. We're the Chowder Dynasty. You succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build down that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Ruh-oh. Ruh-oh. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. Become beloved by the peasants. The nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of your own. But the Chancellor has other ideas. Has need to rebel to make this game longer. Stability in trade. Stability in farming. I'm gonna go with stability in trade. Wise decision, your majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in guise of traveling bards. But this will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability overall trade. And overall trade. As much as you can. And of course there can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alright. Jailbreak. Quick. Sack our trade. And our stability. Your Serene Highness. Do you remember Lord Patrician Vulcan? Oh, the fellow I threw in my dungeon. That's a writer. My uncle, you threw him in a prison for seeing the future. Well, he escaped. He cunningly concealed the escape tunnel behind a 6-foot wide oil painting for converting nymphs. Great God, why was this villain allowed such a painting in his cell at all? Whether or not Vulcan was a Lord Patrician, it was accommodated accordingly at the Patrician's request. Let me hunt down this outlaw, your majesty. I'll show the soft-hearted patricians how a baron keeps her prisoners. Send Baron Estate II and down. Make prisons less comfortable for nobles. Put a bounty on Vulcan's head. Who cares about one escaped Lord Patrician? Ooh, bounty. Oh, hello, Lake Lucken. I'm gonna reduce your name to Lake. Who did you join? What the heck? What the heck? Lake, you joined the Barons. Marley, you're forever just gonna be the lone North. Welcome to the Chowder Dynasty. Welcome to the Barons. You kind of want A because you think there's a chance to kill 2 nobles. If there were D&D, would be a raving band of imprisoning murder boats. Yeah. Our king is a lion, bear, goat, dragon, chimera, arsonist. Etc, etc, yeah, etc, etc. Alright, you know what? Do I even use Call for You? Nah, I won't use Call for You on this. I just Yeah, just vote. Just vote. Put your votes out. Vote time. Man, maybe I should have used Call for Unity. Gamba. We like our Gamba here. We really like our Gamba here. Gamba, imprisonment, and incest. That is this kingdom. And arson, yeah, and arson. Animals. What? Yeah, the king, Marley, I'll let you tell, Kadako. Bro, this is not King of Cast. Not TK3. Marley, I'll let you fill everyone in. I swear by the ninth, Your Highness, I won't let you down. I won't return until I've taken Vulcan's head. Next dawn, surrounded by a posse of hollering marcher soldiers, Baron Estate II rides out to hunt down Vulcan. A week later, they return triumphant, holding out Vulcan's head as a trophy. Ladies and gentlefolk, I got him. Baron Estate II's success causes quiet distress among the patricians, especially those who knew Vulcan personally, but marcher morale is sky high. With Lord Patrician Vulcan's escape cut short, the message is clear. No one can escape the king's justice for long. Oh boy. Creeping dread. Your Majesty, the High Inquisitor's attempts to fix my poor aqueduct were worse than useless. Oh no, what's happened? Terrible. It's terrible. I never thought that the barons would be so overwrought. Is there even a proof of their so-called ghost presence? Every time I visited the aqueduct, a terrible cold spreads down my back, the back of my neck, and I hear a voice calling my name. Internet pretty much fainted on me. What happened? Oh, I was telling you, I was saying that this kingdom likes its Gamba, and I said that this whole kingdom is incest, Gamba, and arresting people and throwing them in the dungeon, and then also arson. Was the hunt successful? Yeah, the hunt was successful. And then Gadako and Lake were like, huh? So I was telling you to fill everyone in on the incest part and such. He claims to be my great uncle, Uncle Hans, who died last century in a dreadful hunting accident. He says, if I don't pay attention, my lineage will be doomed and my name dishonored. Very well, let's call a vote. Please, Your Highness, help free me from this terrible trial. Hire ventures to deal with it. Tell Baron Thistle to offer something valuable to appease the ghost. If the ghost wants Baron Thistle to listen, he should do so. Destroy the aqueduct. The incest is real. I blame me being eternally the North. Yeah. That really is partly to blame, you being entirely internally the North and me just always choosing the North because Vikings. Well, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Rude. That was my choice. Rada. Bruh. I'm prolonging this. I'm gonna win. The monarchy will win again. GD Northern Ups. Alright, anyways. Get your voting on. Vote, vote, vote. Vote in time. Vote in time. Oh my gosh. Man, this is a run and a half. All we now need now is snooze. Huh? Huh? What? The money-hungry guild immediately sends an adventurer from the coast who calls herself Yanish the Bold. A hulking brute of a warrior, she carries a backpack almost as tall as she is hanging. Oh my gosh! Sometimes the writing is weird. As she is hanging with strange charms, artifacts, bottles of blessed water, and snacks. Tissel holds up in holes up in the safety of his keep, waiting anxiously while Yanesh pokes around the aqueduct. You are the master of that? What, you're the master of Snoo Snoo? Huh? Huh? What? Oh my gosh, Marley! Marley! You're the richest person in the whole entire kingdom, including the kingdom itself. Oh my gosh. What the heck, Marley? Royal kickbacks add up. I mean, I haven't been giving bribes. I don't want to cruel tax Marley, though. I don't want to cruel tax her. I mean, I can't. I mean, I already did it once. Cruel tax us. Turn us up to 7. Nah. Actually, you know what? You know what I'll do? Do it. Nah. Actually, you know what? Fine. I'll do this. Yeah. Take your bribe and like it. Promise you I can kick your butt with one army? Nah. I'm not giving you the chance. I'm not giving you the chance. Ambition Spy Network. Let's go. Wait. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. The Sprite Master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. You emerge into a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. This is unfair. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a trader's ribs. Can we be sure of their royalty? No, royalty? No, loyalty. I've been very careful in my selection. You can rely on these agents. Soon they will infiltrate the cults and all the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. This is outrageous. It's unfair. We'll see. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and the colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll warm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network of the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the gaunted Trevelyan look like rank amateurs. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes. And it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between two fingers. This is a message from one of our agents in the field. Your Majesty, I sent her to Baroness Lachlan's keep disguised as a singer jester, armed with a lute instead of juggling balls. Oh, wonderful news. Don't get too excited. This is only the first step. Let's see what she has to say. 70%. Wait to hear the success of your fledgling spy. Gamba! 70% chance. Gamba! Failed! Spy Master studies the scroll for a moment, then sighs and holds it over a candle flame. It vanishes into puff of cinders. She was turned away at the gates. There's no money for entertainers at the moment, and little reason to celebrate with song and dance. I suspect it's the same story all over the kingdom. Cinema's home. We'll try again in a few months. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's stability and trade as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. A pillar of the community and an opportunist. Well, let's do pillar of the community first. We shall be the most communism capitalist ever. Your August Majesty, I regret to have to bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We've been tracking a coastal criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of higher profile incidences back home. We have thought that she had slipped the net until recently, when we had discovered that she had fled into the northern a number of years ago. But the chiefs are refusing to let us investigate further. Who's this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the workers call her Widowmaker Carrie. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the coast. Wait a moment. Are you talking about old lady Carrie? She's a pillar of the community back in Skinner. She arrived a few years ago from the coast and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you are just, older lady Carrie. This woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Send only Carrie back to the coast, allow Carrie to stay in the north under protection of the chiefs, somewhere in the capital to answer the king's justice. Vote time. Get your vote on. Charlie can stay with. Vote B to rebel. No unity for the king. Oh, brother. Marley. We got a few people who haven't voted. Marley's internet's probably acting up. B or C. I'll wait a little longer for Marley. Who do we even have that probably is still here? Yeah. There's Marley. Oh boy. Hey. Alright. Well, you know what I'm going for. Voting tied at 2. Alright. Send her back to the coast. But don't let it carry sits my cat every Wednesday. Who's gonna look after Pussykins now? Pussykins? I'm sorry, Chief, but she needs to face justice. The families of her victims deserve that much. The council's decision paints you as a fair and just king, but without Carrie's money and influence, several businesses in Scanner go bust. Well, that backfired for us, but the chiefs might be able to act. We'll see. Opportunist. Your Highness, do you recall my great uncle Hans? His spirit was lingering around my aqueduct. Is everything alright? Well, yes and no. Thankfully, great uncle Hans is now gone for good. Oh, hi, Lastman. Welcome, Lastman. Who did you get joined? Hey, Morley, you're not alone as the chiefs anymore. There's one other chief. To the north, please. Love King the Castle? King Castle was great. Welcome to the Chowder Dynasty. I hate you so much. Oh man, I feel so sorry for you, Marley. Yeah, Marley, you have a friend now. You have a friend now, Marley. Hooray, call for some wine. It's not as easy as I hoped. Janosch the Boulder, the coastal adventurer we hired for the job, is refusing to leave until I pay her extortionate amount. She says it was such a difficult endeavor that I owe her more coin. Yeah, you are not the North anymore. You are one of two. Half of the North now, yeah. Very practical as well because I'm Swedish. Oh, you're Swedish! Hi, welcome! Welcome, Swedishman. I will take as many people from Scandinavia land as I can get. I contracted the Adventurers Guild, but they're doing nothing. They say it's all in our contract. Well, does all regions have the same goal? Yeah. About that. About that. Collusion. As Tissel unrolls a thick scroll of parchment, Lady Patrician Kudako leans over to examine it. This is a perfectly clear. Janosch is entitled to amend her fee based on increased danger. Fun, yeah. But hell's bells, I beg you, your highness, please save me from this troublesome adventurer. Because chaos. Wealth too low. Send Marcher Military to remove Janosch. Tell Janosch to leave by order of the crown. Baron Zezel should sort this out alone. Well, I'm vetoing that. But the king won't be on gold check 2, so we need to tank trade and stab fast. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyways, vote time! Get your vote on! Vote, vote, vote! You have 2 gambas available to you. You We have 2 Gambas available. Also, it's kind of wild that there was farming going for stage 3 for the chosen schemes this game. Yeah. Yeah. Man, everyone is unanimous on the lowest Gamba possible. You guys want the lowest Gamba possible. Let's see how we do. Failed. Oh no. Stability goes down. You guys like your Gamba. Especially the lower it is, the better. Who do I have as military? The North. Oh, man. Yaneshtabal lives up to her name, setting up camp just on the edge of Tissel's lands, but in full view of his home. We're aiming to fight with our 1 military. Not only that, but she has plenty of friends in the coast who can speak up on her behalf, claiming that Tissel cheated her out of her fee. Rebel. Nice. Unfortunate. I don't know about that. Eventually, she moves on to the next adventure, but relations between the barons and the patricians are strained. Oh boy. Yeah, you guys can't start a rebellion. Not yet, at least. Mercantile complaint, the rewards of prosperity, Chiefs rebel, wild beasts attack. How about prosperity? Your Majesty, merchants are visiting from the north from as far afield as Valmir and Atash. Our quarterly figures are stunning. Merchants. Extend the game. I agree, but they are a small price to pay for the prices they pay. Your Highness, this northern economist has an audacious idea for all this wealth. Call it an experiment. We give the peasants gold whether or not they're working. This will ensure a base level of comfort and security for all. God be good, what are you saying? That we should hand out cash for nothing? Go on. With respect, how is that different from the chiefs receiving fees from their serfs? It's completely different. Your Highness, this lunacy cannot possibly be considered. Oh my word. Oh my word. Urge the socialist writing. Well. I know what you guys are not gonna vote for. I know what you guys are not gonna vote for. A and B are bad enough. Oh, well, anyways. Time to vote! Vote! Voting time! We'll send sea. This is hysterical. You show your miracle. Oh, hi. Infernal. Who do you join, Infernal? Infernal joined the Barons. Alright, there's another Baron. Infernal joined the Barons. Waiting for Marley to vote. Well, welcome, Infernal. Welcome to one of the cursed kingdoms ever. I'm gonna give Marley a little bit more time. Blurst Kingdom. What are your thoughts on the kingdom's obsession with chaos? Oh boy. Let's see what Squidward has to say. Where the king is a scrolled a very, very long list. Every Schmeed. Yep, pretty much.
Maroon07 asked me, what are your thoughts on this kingdom's obsession with chaos? Oh boy, don't even get me started on this kingdom's obsession with chaos. It's like they all got a master's degree in being annoying. I mean, seriously, who wants to live in a constant state of madness? It's like they've all lost their minds. But hey, if that's what floats their boat, who am I to judge? I'll just sit here in my mediocre existence and enjoy the chaos from a safe distance.
Thank you, Squidward. Yeah, that's an AI. True words from Squidward. There's Marley. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Wait, what were we voting on? I'm not loading the screen. Voting on northern taxes or merchants, something or other. Don't worry about it, you have the money. Yeah, you do have the Marley. You have the money, Marley. You have the Marley money. The chiefs furiously hand over the cash. They say it's bad form for the king to demand gold, even when the chiefs flaunt their wealth so shamelessly. Oh boy. A mercantile complaint. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the north have bribed the chiefs to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade in wool and tallow, the north's most valuable goods. Hello? NVIDIA? Why do you pop that up right now? Huh? Oh, weird. Reason for rebellion. Oh boy. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing their prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. Engagement ads. Sure, why not? Oh boy. Well, I know which one you guys would love to vote for, but I'm not letting you vote for it. I can add bribery to the list. B it is. Yeah, I'm not letting you vote for A. I'm not letting you vote for A. That's not gonna fly. Wait, who's the leader of the rebellion? I don't know, probably you. Anyways, get your vote on. Oh boy. Oh, brother. The Pat's lone soldier is with you. Oh boy. The Pat of Steve Roger. You soon receive a generous anonymous donation from the address of one of the biggest companies in the North. In return, you allow them to keep their exclusive charter. Everybody wins. Except for the merchant who came to complain to the council. He's found dead in an alleyway. Probably a coincidence. Found the rebel leader. Is this me being the matriarch delivering the smackdown on Errant grandson? Probably. I think that's what it is. Well, Beast attack. Your Highness, I bring ill tidings from the north. Wildlife has gone berserk in royal areas. They are attacking villages and travelers all across the region. Tell me more about these creatures. They're all great hulking beasts, clearly twisted by magic. Some say they walk and talk like people. The northern warriors are afraid. They say the creatures are all dark omen and a sign of the end. Great God, what's got into these chiefs that they can't handle a few wild animals? The other regions have plenty of their own problems, Your Majesty. No one wants to march up the frozen north for something like this. You're all as useful as nipples on a breastplate! Patrician's breastplate. Help me smack Ursa the butt. Oh my gosh. Point of order, Your Highness. The Church of the Ninth God could provide shelter for those who need it. All will be welcome, whether they are adherents to the true God or not. It's the least we can do. Or if they can afford it, send a detachment of mercenaries who aren't afraid of a few wild bears. That should put an end to this crisis. Oh. Oh, man. How unfortunate. Yeah. How very unfortunate. Too bad I don't have call for unity right now. Or the veto, yeah. Actually, what I can do that. I mean, I know you guys will easily overpower my one singular vote, but that still means. Anyways, voting time. Get your vote on. How is the North the most faithful in the kingdom? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go. My one vote helped. I'm struggling here. It wasn't unity, no, it wasn't. That was not unity at all. I'm struggling here. The Archbishop instructs all churches across the north to open their doors to refugees fleeing the attacks. They're more than glad for the assistance. You played yourselves. That's too late till you won. Technically, one more for us to use. Yeah. Over time, the beast withdrawal, the Northerners are grateful for the church's help, with many finding a new place in their hearts for the ninth god and his disciple. We thought we would have one marcher event that lowers farming by 2. Well, that's. I was the end of that. Currently rebelling. Rebellion. Along last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Chief Lastman, their tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the breezers. The chiefs in the north will rip that false crown from your head and stop it into the mud. We'll be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Ragna, the true queen. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. Well, anyways. Anyway. Oh boy. Anyways, season. Let's just get this over with. Come along now, traitors get the chop. What? But you can't do this. I'm an envoy. See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day. Let's just get this over with. Your watchmen waste no time. Chief Lastman is dragged out to the courtyard and their heads struck from their shoulders. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances? Let me put it this way, Your Majesty. Everyone in the palace who understands the situation has wet themselves. How do things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Chief Marley III. As reasons for uprising, she's citing her past transgressions, mainly sending poor old Lady Carrie back to the coast. Now is it too late to apologize? It is. Now's the time for swords, not words. The Civil War. That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before it is all over. Jesus. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. Opening strike. That was the reason for rebellion, apparently. Too long have those bastards in the Crown Land held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked our way of life. Aye! Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana is with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lying priests. Aye! Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities. We suspect the patricians may join our cause. We can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient. Need to download this VOD too. Yeah. Or just scare off exactly fear her might the B. Oh my god. What is this kingdom? What is this kingdom? Oh my word. Alright. Anyways. Let's kind of do a crusade, yeah. The chief smuggled a secret message to the patricians. Cunning patricians of the coast, too long have you suffered under the yoke of the king's tyranny. Join us in our righteous war, and if we win, we'll eliminate your taxes. She speaks so truly. Why did we ever think of things like this away? The patricians are emboldened by the call to rebellion. Of course, they can only act on it if their defiance is high enough. New gods. Today was the day you were supposed to meet with Chief Lastman II for a report on the wild beasts that have been ravaging the north. With the chief's uprising, however, this meeting has naturally been cancelled. Both sides have more to worry about than wild beasts now. Alright, auctioneering time. Oh, whoops. This is just so ridiculous. Oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous. Why can we be in the auction? I don't know. I don't know why you can. You shouldn't be able to. That event chain was immediately canceled. Yeah, it was. Alright, you got for the barons, you got lower military, lower trade. For the chiefs, you got lower stability, lower authority. For the patricians, you got lower farming, raise authority. Still the north in terms of riches. Yeah, you are. Well, time to give the king one more middle finger. Alright, auction starts now. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Oh my god. is this dynasty? I don't know what this game is anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh, lowering stability and trade. This is pure unadulterated chaos. You love it? I mean, I'm loving it too. This is great. This is great. I'm loving it too, but my gosh. So cheap buildings, yeah. Anyways, a great battle. Vast armies darken landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the north is advancing on the capital, led by the treacherous Kuro, Chief Marley III. Received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the march. They march now, they will intercept the chiefs in a matter of days. Alternatively, they can join forces with the army of the coast. It's risky, but together they have a high chance of defeating the cursed chiefs. What are your orders, Your Majesty? Tell the barons to fight the northern army head on. You got this, barons! Let's go, barons! Come on, barons! Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders, the Baron Infernal forever. The commander in the field. Hopefully they do as you're told. As they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on a battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? It'd be funny if you actually win this. It will be. Barons, vote. Vote your fate, barons. Defy orders! No! Ask AI Squidward. No! Full rebellion. Let's see what Squidward has to say before we move on.
Maroon 07 asked me, if you had to fight a war between the barons with an army of level 7 or the patricians with an army of level 1, who? Oh, please. Like I would waste my time fighting in some ridiculous medieval war. I'd rather sit back and watch those barons and patricians make fools of themselves. Let them duke it out while I enjoy my peace and quiet.
Last game Monarch wins. Today the chief will win. Oh no, we'll see. We shall see. Boo, you're not Switzerland, you're Squidward. Squidward just roasting both barons and pats, yeah. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into her throne room. She looks more furious than you've ever seen her. Your Majesty, the cowardly barons defied your orders and turned their army around to link up the patricians. Probably afraid of facing a real fight on their own. We can only hope this was the right decision. This is Patrick! Have some confidence, Your Majesty. Too late for doubts now. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. We will prevail. That's the spirit now. I really must be going. I have a lot to take care of. Over the next few weeks, it becomes clear that the Marcher's army's retreat has given the chiefs free rein to pillage and plunder the march. The rampaging northern troops descend on farms like locusts, taking everything to feed thousands of hungry soldiers. Well, there's the Marcher's goal. And the patrician's goal. Meanwhile, shops, churches, and manors are plundered, and the stolen loot shipped back to the north. Some trade goes up, some trade goes down. While the march suffers, the marcher forces successfully link with patricians. Now the joint army of the barons and the patricians rush to meet the chiefs in open warfare, and the winner will either end your reign or preserve it. Oh my gosh. Unexpected opportunity. Your Majesty, as the chiefs were marching through the coast, they were hit by a fierce rainstorm. Unable to progress through the mud, they've set up camp beside the Gold Spool River. Guess we won't have a three-way coin toss because we chiefs had to rebel. So they're sitting ducks. Precisely, we must strike. Don't be a foolish, Marshal. Do you think our own troops are immune to the weather? We'll have the same problems. Before I suggest another option, Your Majesty, the chiefs are drawing all their water from the Gold Spool River. If we were to poison it upstream, their troops would suffer greatly. Fighting a war with the poisons that leaves a better taste in my mouth, but not as bad as the taste it'll leave in the mouths of the chiefs. Ha! Let's do it. Shame the Pats just rebelled and their scheme will be on pause. I mean, won't the scheme prevail over the rebellion? No, it won't. Because as soon as you rebel, that goes poof. It's a brilliant plan. Thank you, Your Majesty. I thought so. How do you expect us to poison the whole river? If we herd all the cattle in the coast onto the riverbank upstream and allow all their influence to flow freely into the river, the water will be contaminated. It's hard to fight on an upset stomach. I hope to God we do not get soft block out of this dynasty. Barons with the steel chair. Ninth above, you are devious. I don't feel comfortable with this, Your Majesty. I'll need council approval before I proceed. Why do I have John Cena's theme running through my head now? Vote A or C? B is bad. Vote B. Call for unity or my own vote. Tank the ever-loving for elf farming. Do it. Monarch vote. Yeah, that might. We're already at this point. Gamba! Gamba! What's your vote? Oh, man. Besides, rebels can't vote anyways, yeah. No, B is bad. Chaos, yeah, chaos. Let chaos reign. Oh my gosh. Gamba. You won't regret this, Your Majesty. Leave everything to me. Succeeded! This run is so cursed. Over the next week, hundreds of farmers across the coast rise to the occasion. They gather their cattle and drive them to the banks of the Goodspool River upstream of the stuck rebel camp. Literal tons of effluence pour into the water. By all accounts, it sure is a lovely shade of chocolate brown. Within days, the northern troops have been drinking happily from the river, find themselves pooing at both ends. Ew, yeah. Oh, it has a terrible effect on the rebel morale, of course, especially when they run out of clean underwear. Effluence, right? Never seen this succeed. Oh my gosh. What did I tell you? Let's soften them up nicely. Northerners would rather drink it. Softened. Ew, yeah, seriously. You must have noticed that the patricians aren't happy, Your Majesty. The rebels have a keen eye, and they'll take advantage of the situation. If the coast joins rebels, we'll be in serious trouble. It's high time you ask the patricians directly what they need. I'll do it. Where would I be without you? This game is so cursed. Yeah, it is. It's so funny, too. There's a hint of a smile, and then it's gone. Then you call the council. The patricians riffs are amongst themselves, glancing in your direction. Thank you for their free money, Your Majesty. Your esteemed highness, forgive the tense atmosphere, but the matters are grave in the kingdom. We're all concerned. What's there to complain about? We're all working together, aren't we? You have great influence in the kingdom! Yes I do. Yeah, I guess I do. I just hope we can all have a productive time. Ignore the situation entirely. The king has other things to do. Appoint some patricians as military advisors. Provide funds to help coastal farmers. Pay the patricians executive amounts for their help. Weird how the game. Vote B. Not sure why it's not connected at the moment. Well, I'm just gonna veto this top one. I'm just gonna veto the top one. I have money to pay. Game gets weird sometimes. You want to make sure to launch the game when it ends once in a while to keep the sync unbroken. Twitch being Twitch, yeah. Exactly. Anyways, time to vote. Oh my gosh, vote away. What is this game? Gamba. Gamba. if this succeeds. We'll see. I don't know what it means if you succeed, but best military ever. If it succeeds, it's gonna be so scuffed. We'll see. Let's see what happens. You get military. I see. Anyways, let's see what happens. Oh my gosh. Failed. XCOM go. You place a group of patricians in charge of emergency advisors committee. Several weeks later, the marshal comes to see. Those patricians are an absolute pain. Every time I make an order, they squabble over details like children. It makes everything take hours. I'm forbidding them off with paperwork for now, or they don't like it. Oh, wow. Sure enough, the committee dissolves into arguments. The patricians are not at all pleased, and the failed committee hampers the war effort. Not only that, but the barons feel the coast is getting special treatment. Soon they complain as well. Oh, man. Oh my gosh. You were so close, and you just had... All of you just had to rebel. You think the barons win by utter chaotic shenanigans? Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. Oh, man. The mob rises. Yeah, there's nothing else, so yeah. Barons won. Huh. Your Majesty, the monarch is suffering a terrible food shortage. They've asked you to visit them and bolster the morale of their starving peasants. Must I? This will be painless and good for your public image. But there's a war on. Given the rebellion, it's more important than ever to keep the barons sweet. If they were to join the rebels' side, you'd be doomed. We'll see one more death. They want you to go to the Monch and show your face. Hand out some bread, kiss some babies. You have no choice. That's what you must do. Very well, servants, prepare my things. You bid a fond goodbye to your wife. Fine, no more bear, lion, goat, gazelle, etc. This troll king. Good luck, my dear. Those peasants better be grateful you're traveling such a long way to look after them. Not even mad this happened. Yeah, me either. I'm not even mad either. You embark on the long, perilous journey up to the march. You're braving a dozen checkpoints and mud-churned roads. You reach your destination, a martyr city. The streets are dotted with starved beggars, their ribs sticking through their skin. Oh, thanks for the subscription to Marley, whoever anonymous. Thanks for the subscription to Marley. Apparently, the Edinburgh Northern Line will be struck down. Blame me. The only thing I'm mad at is that I didn't get to fulfill my prophecy. Oh my word. Oh, this is great. This is just great. Your Majesty, I'm so glad to see you. Come, let's lend our aid to the needy. Spend the day handing out bread to the hungry mob. As the sun sets, Baron Thistle invites you to ride with him to his isolated hunting lodge. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about the trip down, Your Highness. It's always troublesome on a windy day. Can I get you a drink? No one man butt kicking. No need. Ah, suit yourself. More from me. Your northern warriors take their seats behind you, watching Baron Thistle carefully. Actually, Your Grace, I had something I wanted to speak to you about alone. Tell him my honor guard will stay put. I'm sorry, but I simply must insist. Baron Thistle yanks down a lever, clearly disguised as a candlestick. A giant trapdoor swings open beneath your honor guard. They drop down into the darkness below without even enough time to scream. Baron's got their stage 3 done. Oh man. Making a dash for the door. Before you can make it 5 yards, a dozen marcher soldiers burst through the door and seize you roughly. The blade is pressed against your throat. My liege, there's someone I want you to meet. You hear soft footsteps occurring parts, and you are suddenly confronted by yourself. Oh, well, aren't you a handsome devil? Well, aren't you a handsome devil? The voice is almost, but not quite, identical to your own. A little too nasal. Need to rewatch the VOD later. I think we got mentioned because of the rebellion. Do you like it? Took a year of training to get the voice right. You never get away with this. I'm willing to roll the dice. Then, the Eastern Knights holding you hostage bundle you toward the door. Quick, we must make sure his body won't be discovered. The bag is stuffed over your head and your arms tied behind your back. You're loaded onto a mule like a sack of grain. As you jolt around on the mule, you have plenty of time to contemplate your upcoming demise. Funny, the king won't even notice you're gone. Doppelganger scheme. Woo. I really thought the Chiefs would win. Yeah. Honestly. Perhaps Sorcha will realize, but then it'll be too late. He'll already be dead. When the bag is whipped off your head, you'll find yourself standing over a mist-shrouded gorge. Far below, the white water churns and seethes. Any last words? You really should have some fencing up here. May the seventh god feast on your eyeballs in hell. Can we work this out? Baron Thistle takes a step back and kicks you nonchalantly off the edge. It's a long way down. Your screams are drowned out by the thundering water. Long live the new king, same as the old king. Oh my gosh. This was a game and a half. Nobody ever would have known that the king had been replaced by an imposter. It is mentioned in the history books. Only the barons knew, and they took the secret to their graves. The chiefs led by Marley III launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides distracting the king, while cunning schemers took the throne. Unable to convince the peasants to act in time, the patrician scheme fizzled into irrelevancy. Perhaps next time they take matters into their own hands instead of hinging their plans on the whims of common folk. Baron's doppelganger was in power long enough to name Marty as his heir before meeting his own unfortunate end. The Baron's grip on the crown was secure for now. Yeah, I just got an achievement. Well, let me see what that achievement was. Seeing double. You were replaced as part of the doppelganger scheme. Yeah, first time that has happened. Or been successful. So now we have a Baron King. King Ursa III, the Greedy. Man, the Ursa line went on for so long. 3 years, 9 months. Woo-hoo-wee. Woo-hoo-wee! The king's last words. Goofy scream. Woo-hoo-wee! Nobles, Marley being the richest person, and Thistle Alpha being the poorest. Who is our next king? Hoy! Look at him. The kingdom is quite in an interesting place. The kingdom's definitely in an interesting place. Oh, word. Oh, my word. Those faithful chiefs. Yeah, the faithful chiefs. Guys, can you spot the difference? Oh, man. That was a game and a half. I clapped. Good job, everyone. Good job, everyone. Well, I hope everyone had a really fun time for those that participated and everyone that watched. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed this. This was chaos, shenanigans, and everything else, and it was great. But yeah, we do this every Sunday night, around the same time that I started tonight in Eastern time. We do this every Sunday night. It's great. It's a lot of fun. But thanks for everyone coming to watch, and thanks to everyone that participated. This was a lot of fun. Fun stuff, yeah. Yeah. This was great. This was amazing. This was absolutely amazing. Yeah, thanks to everyone, and thanks to the new subscribers. Much appreciated on the subscriptions. Speaking of subscriptions, as always, any and all support is much appreciated, and Ghost Source may continue to provide you the chaotic entertainment that I bring to your screens. And also, there is a funny Discord link. Stream Elements hasn't posted it in a bit, but there is a command that you can do, !Discord. Feel free to join the Discord server. There's a lot of things there for you. Can keep up to date with stuff. I post a lot of stuff there, schedule and everything. I post more stuff to the Discord server than I do to Twitter, so if you want to stay in the loop with stuff and also hang out with your fellow Soulborn and all that kind of stuff, the Discord server is there for you. Just like the river, the water flows where it will. Do the stream outro, yeah. No, next week it'll be the Soul North again. Yeah, you will be a Soul North again.
Pretty high estate asked me, do the stream outro. Well, I guess it's time for this medieval madness to come to an end. Gather ye belongings, merry folk and knaves, and bid farewell to the chaos. As for me, I'll be here, patiently waiting for the next round of madness to begin.
Oh my gosh!
Till then, I'll be enjoying my mediocre existence in peace.
That's
and
great!
Quiet. Stay chaotic, my friends.
Yes, as Squidward says, stay chaotic, my friends. That's my King Squidward. I can't believe AI Squidward actually took the title of the stream into consideration. Merry Folk and Knaves. That's in the title of the stream. What the heck? That's great. That's absolutely great. But yeah, I'm giving a stream outro now because I know a lot of people are gonna leave now. Because normally this would be the end of the stream. I wouldn't do anything else. But I want to do a little bit of start rail, just a tiny little bit, because I want I want to do some pulling. I'm not gonna actually like really play Star Rail. I'm just gonna do some pulls for some characters whilst try to pull for Silver Wolf while Silver Wolf is able to be pulled for it. But yeah, see ya Marley, see ya Maroon, see everyone that participated and all if you don't stick around. Yeah, of course I get some pulls. I'm not really gonna play. I'm just gonna do a bunch of pulling. But yeah, so those who were here for King of the Castle, I'm sure you're not gonna stay for Star Rail, and that's completely fine. You're not obligated to stay for Star Rail, but I thank you greatly for coming and joining, and for those that participated, I greatly thank you too. I hope all of you had fun, and I look forward to seeing all of you again next Sunday, starting between 10 and 12 a.m. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. EST, somewhere around there. But yeah, Eastern time is when I operate in. If you join the Discord, you'll be able to be notified about that specific stream about King Castle, and also you'll be able to see the schedule when I post it to the Discord server. But yeah, every Sunday night, do this. So if you want to be around for the continuation of this dynasty, be here next Sunday evening, Eastern time. And I look forward to seeing you all there. And for those that are staying, I'll also appreciate you for staying. Stream's not going to go on for that much longer. I'm just going to see what I can get for pulling in Sorrow. But yeah. And that's that. All right, let's get this swapped over. Join one of us. Yep. There's a Discord link. There's a Discord link for everyone. Join the Discord or die. You have no other choice. If you don't join, well, I'm either going to kill you, eat your soul, or just throw you off into the void, which is also just kind of killing you. But anyways, join the Discord or die. You have no other choice. Unless you want your soul eaten by me. One of us. One of us. Yeah, good thing you did join. Good thing you did join. All right. Get Star Rail launched here. And we'll see if I'm lucky tonight in pulling for Silverwolf. Note to self, download the VOD to rewatch the utter King of the Castle chaos. Yes. There are a lot of clips to be made from this specific stream. From this specific run. Ah, yes. The classic Palpatine Lord. Mock us as always. Yep. Yep. Oh my word. And the lurking dark in the corner. Yes. Yes. Oh man. Tonight was great. Tonight is great. I was feeling, I'll let you guys know about something, all right? So I was feeling very blech before I went to stream. I was feeling very blech tonight. And I almost did not stream. I was this close to not streaming. And I'm so glad that I did stream tonight. I am so glad that I did stream tonight. Because this was great. This was just... This was great. Definitely happy we're on as well. Made my night. For real, for real. Yeah. Yeah, it made my night too. I'm sure it made a lot of people's nights. Great seeing my stream again. That's good. Always was shenanigans. Yep, always with shenanigans. Hello, OBS. You gonna pick up the game? Alright, well, I'm gonna have... Alright. Oh, there it is. There we go. There we go. Alright. So we're actually going to go to the parlor. We're going to go to the train to pull. I'm going to go to the train to pull. For whatever reason, I just like pulling from the train. Okay. Let's just clear out some of this stuff first. And that's ending in 6 days. I'll finish this out one night. One night I'll finish this out, but that night's not tonight. Get that. Get out of here. Achievements, claim all those. Get some more jade. Interstitial Peace Fame Diamond membership. Attain. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Is that all the achievements to claim? I guess it is. Messages. Get some jade from there. You have new? No, you don't have new. Arlen. Basic cardiopulmonary function training for newly recruited staff at the security department. 13. Prepare nutritious tablets and new flavored cans for Peppy. Remind Miss Acid to prepare outline for tomorrow's meeting. Don't drink too much coffee. Okay, go get it done. Oh, shock. Sorry I accidentally sent you my memos. Please pretend you didn't see them. Get a notebook. Maybe you can use a notebook instead. Not as convenient as a phone, but you won't send it to the wrong person. Thanks for the suggestion. I'll have a look. Need to take care of a blip. Take care of a work thing. Let's talk about it next time we meet. Bye. Pom Pom, what do you need? Ah, Lumyra, are you there? What's the hurry? It's something super urgent. Pom Pom doesn't even want to think about it. The train's long overdue cleaning day is almost upon us. Oh gosh. Huh? I get it now. So you want me to come back and help you with the cleaning? I'm already here. Not really. But if you're willing to lend a hand, Lumyra, that would be great. We're on our way to the nearest Washtopia. Washtopia? Come back and see me when you have time. Okay. Yukon? I haven't been here for so long. Untouched places are few and far between on the Lufau. Pixar, it didn't happen. I'm on top of the Jade Gate. You can get on the Jade Gate? Huh? Of course. I did that a lot when I was young. Finally got yesterday's workload done, so I'm taking a break. I was going to send you a photo, but Sonia was acting funny. Even text messages are coming in slower than usual. Next time I'll check it out myself. Big sigh. Just when I thought nothing will go wrong, I'm leaving. Something the matter? Crane delivered an official document and an emergency meeting is coming up. Gotta go back to the commission. Those wicked Crane. Hello, Uni. After all, Iron Express, we ship whatever you want. Ship. Alright, that's the messages dealt with. Where the heck is my mouse? Okay, time to try and pull for Silver Wolf. The time has approached, and I have a lot of stuff to pull Silver Wolf with. And maybe I'll get Henya and my final links as well. Let's see what I get. Here we go. Gamba time. Ripples on the direct sea. Huh? Huh? Alright, what'd I get? I got 2 links! I got 2 links. Well, that's links finished out. Oh, that's links built out. Alright. E6 links. Alright, let's go again. What'd I get? Another Lynx. I got another Lynx. Why? I have enough Lynx. I don't need any more Lynx. Oh my word. All right, let's go again. Nothing but Lynx. Oh, brother. Hey, I got Henya. Hey. At least I got one. At least I got one Henya. At least I got one Henya. Here we go again. Now for Silver Wolf, right? Right? I don't know about that. What do I get? Oh, I got a card. What even is this card? The following facts only work on characters of Path of the Hunt. I don't think I have any hunt characters. For each time the wearer hits the same target, damage dealt increases by 8%, stacking up to 5 times. This effect will be dispelled when the wearer changes targets. Okay. Interesting. Here we go again. My poor Jade Pile. My poor Jade Pile. Oh, my poor Jade Pile. Oh, there's another Lynx. Oh boy, and Sampo. Hold on. Let's go to the store because I can get a crap ton of these things now. Anything else again? Nah. Okay. Well. This time for sure. Oh, let me get this achievement. Obtain 40 types of light cones. Okay. Interesting. Nameless owner. Sure. Okay, Silver Wolf. Well. Oh, I got Asta. Maybe next time. I can do one more. I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a single pull. I'm gonna do a single pull. Let's go. Uh, Nope. Well. How unfortunate. Yep, at least I got pity built up. Well, there's E6 links. Additionally boosts the max HP increasing effect of survival response by an amount equal to 6% of Lynx's max HP. Increase effect resistant by 30%.
Everyone needs some time alone.
Yeah, I got the monthly gold tickets.
Every star is a miracle.
When using skill deals damage for 1 extra time to a random enemy. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. And Sampo. I have him at 3.
Everyone has a colorful past, wouldn't you say?
Everyone has a colorful past. What do you say? Alright, Anime Crunk. We'll let her say whatever you want to say. At least I got Henya. Listen, she's Harmony.
Sister? Is Sister calling me?
Is Sister calling me?
Maybe not.
Henya helps with team that has speed problems. Yeah. Deals physical damage up to equal to 50% of Henya's attack to a single
Sister?
enemy.
Is Sister calling me?
When an ally uses a basic attack, skill, or ultimate
Maybe not.
on an enemy inflicted with burden, the damage dealt increases by 50%, lasting 2 turns. Increases speed of a target ally by 50% of Henya's speed,
Sister?
and increases the same target's ally's
Is
attack by
Sister calling me?
36%, lasting 2 turns. Deal physical damage equal to 100%, 120% of Henya's attack to a single enemy, and then applies burden to them for every 2 basic attacks. Skills or ultimates allies use on an enemy with burden, allies will immediately recover 1 skill point.
Sister?
Burn is only
Is Sister
active
calling me?
on the latest target it is applied to and will be
Maybe
dispelled
not.
automatically after its skill point recovery effect has been triggered 2 times. To level up Henya and Huao. I have Huao leveled up. I have Huao fully built. I have Huao fully built for as much as I can right now. Although I haven't upgraded this stuff because I'm still not sure what relics I want to have her as. I still don't know what relics I want her to have. But yeah, she goes on my Huao is on my secondary team. On the hacker set. I don't even have the hacker set. What even is the hackers? Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Oh, what the heck are you? Oh. Increase damage dealt by follow-up attacks by 20%. Or use follow-up attacks increases wearer's attack by 6%. Every time the follow-up attack deals damage, it's affecting and cycle with 8 times and lasts for 3 turns. Yeah. Attack increases by 12% for every dot the target enemy is afflicted with, where okay, anyways. Hacker. Increases speed by 6%. Where it uses their ultimate on an ally, speed for all allies increases by 12% for 1 turn. And what do I have that reduces damage taken by 8% at the beginning of the turn if the wearer's HP is equal to less than 9%, restore HP equal to 8% of the max HP. I actually kind of like the sound of that for Huao. Huao's wind, right? Her uses ultimate their action is advanced forward by 25%. Being fast equals more turns. Yeah. 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 Also helps build ult faster. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. That is true. Okay, well, that's that. Unfortunately, I did not get Silver Wolf. Hopefully, I'll in between now and whenever the next time I end up streaming Star Rail, I'll build up a little bit more Jade to do some more pulls, and we'll see if I get Silver Wolf before she goes poof. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I do, because I would like to have Silver Wolf. If you're fast, less cycles. After Silver Wolf is gone, she won't be around for a while. Yeah. I really hope I get Silver Wolf. I'm not that I'm gonna necessarily make that much use of her. I just want her just to have her. I just want her just to have her. Honestly. And I'll build her. I'll actually build Silver Wolf. But yeah. Oh, my back. But anyways, that ends this stream. So like I was saying earlier, thanks to everyone that came and watched and participated and all that good stuff. And as always, all and any support is much appreciated and goes towards me continuing to provide you the catalog entertainment I bring to your screens. And if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, you should totally join the Discord server or die. Or eat your soul. There's no other option. There's a lot of stuff for you in the Discord server. Allows you to keep up with stuff and all that good stuff. The whole spiel I gave earlier. Yeah. I'll have a schedule up before tomorrow's stream. One of us. One of us. One of us. Yeah, but I'll have a schedule up by at least tomorrow afternoon or something like that for this week. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be posted on my Twitter and in the Discord server. But in all other cases, just look for me when you see me, and I will be streaming. With that said, I am going to get you guys out of here so I can get myself out of here. Who is streaming? Who can I raid? You know what? I'm gonna raid Unio. I'm gonna raid her. Because I can. And I'm going to. She's currently playing Elden Ring. She is the dog VTuber artist that makes really good VTuber models and all. It makes Star Wars droids for my nephew. Anyways. Thank you all and everything. And everyone else for joining, participating, watching, all that good stuff. I hope to see you in whatever future stream I see you in, whether it's tomorrow's stream, the next day's stream, or whenever. I hope to see you in whatever future stream I see you in. With that said, you get to be Vikings! Go be Vikings! Go raid! Do funny Viking things! Burn, pillage, but most importantly, go have fun. You'll post the vids later at the night. Alright. Go be Vikings! I'll see you whenever future stream I see you in. And like I said, as always, just look for me when you see me. And I'll be streaming. See ya! Now get yourselves out of here!